I've just entered the archaeological site of Ancient Olympia. I'm here today and I want to show you around this fantastic site. It's one of my favorites, and its significance, both culturally and historically, is just about unsurpassed anywhere in Greece. So as we enter, interestingly, you can see what was recently excavated, and this whole long section here with bits of columns was part of the gymnasium. Now, if you look over here, that retaining wall is holding up the street beyond it, but this section of the gymnasium continues underneath there. The gymnasium was where mostly running practice took place. So before runners would compete in the stadium, they would do their practicing here. So it was long so they could run. Also, pentathletes would use this for practice. So the site is this large flat area, which is essentially divided into two sections. Over there, beyond where there was a wall, was the sacred area, the altis. And then over here and then around that area would have been where all of the gymnasium and the palestra, which was like the wrestling and boxing practice area, hotels and different, for VIPs and different other, let's say, administrative buildings would have been outside of the altis, or the sacred area, which is over here. So this building here with all of these columns that have been put back in place was known as the palestra. So palestra was the place where the boxers and wrestlers would have done their practice before the official events. Now, where you have the columns here is where there would have been a stoa, a porticoed area, so that they could practice within the shade. So for reference, the palestra would have looked like this. This is actually the entrance to the archaeological museum on the site, and it's been constructed in a way so that it's reminiscent of what some of the buildings there looked like. So the columns held up this porticoed area where athletes could practice in the shade or away from the rain.